New radio in the Door County Daily News. I'm Tim Coles, and we are joined right now by Paisley here in Luxembourg. And you might be wondering, what is with all the stuff on the table behind her? Well, this is a very cool project that Paisley just launched earlier this month. In Paisley, all the items that we see behind you, where are they going once you collect them and fill all these backpacks and things like that?
The backpacks will be going to kids in need or going into foster care.
Now, how did you come up with a project like this? What inspired you to say, "Hey, if I can gather some stuffies, some books, some Legos and things like that, I can make a difference in the world."
My family's always looking for ways to help people, and a couple years back we started the clothing closet, and now that's owned by the school. And it's just nice to know that you can make a difference in the world.
And what was that kind of like for you? Because you started that clothing closet, the school takes over, but obviously you're still able to kind of look at that clothing closet and be like, you know what, I kind of helped start with this. Was there a time where you said, okay, that's somebody else's deal now, I want to start something new now and start something different?
Yeah.
And Paisley, tell us a little bit about the things that you're collecting, because it's not just for little kids, it's not just for teenagers, it's a little bit for everybody.
It's birth to 18, and it's just, I feel like it would be nice for them to know that they have a comfort item and hygiene products that they can call their own.
And have you talked to like different organizations and things like that kind of look after kids when they enter foster care and kind of have those conversations? Hey, what can I do? How can I help?
Yeah. My mom's a social worker, so.
And what were those conversations like? Because, I mean, you're obviously in grade school. You come up and it's like, hey, I want to do this project. What was their reaction when you told them this is my plan and this is how I want to accomplish it?
I think they were happy and just excited to help with the projects.
And you just launched this a week or two ago. Obviously, it looks like people are donating plenty of stuff to you. But when you've talked to community members, when you've talked to some of the businesses that have even opened their doors and say, oh yeah, we could put out a box to collect stuff, what's been the feedback that you've received?
It's more than I expected, so fast. It's great.
It almost sounded like before we hit record that you're filling up not just your house but other people's houses too, because that's just how strong of the support that you've received.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that you are collecting? I know, and also you can mention some of the places where people can drop off these items too, because birth to 18, I mean, that's a pretty wide range of things that you're collecting.
We're collecting hygiene products, backpacks, blankets, just comfort items. And some of the places in Luxembourg are Ponytails on Main, the IGA, and there's a few other places.
And do you have a goal in mind? How many of these backpacks? I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 backpacks behind you. What's kind of your goal of how many backpacks that you want to fill? Because obviously there's a lot of kids in foster care. You might not be able to get that many, but I mean, I bet just based on what you've been able to collect so far, you're going to be pretty darn close.
There's not necessarily a goal, just see how much we can get to share with the community.
What inspires you to be this, altruistic, or have this feeling that I want to give back to the community in any way possible? Who inspired you to do that?
Probably my mom, just knowing she's a social worker and can help with kids.
And obviously, being as young as you are, what kind of words of encouragement do you have for kids like my daughter, maybe some of your classmates and things like that might look at situations like this and say, hey, how can I give back? I'm just 9, 10 years old. Because it almost looks like you're proving it that it doesn't matter how young you are, you can make a difference.
Like you said, it doesn't matter how young you are, you can always make a difference.
And What have your classmates kind of said about this? Because I mean, you help start one thing that's obviously has had a positive impact. What have they said when you've talked to them about this at school?
They thought it was cool.
And have you been able to distribute any of the backpacks yet?
Not yet.
What is that day going to be like for you when you roll into some of the different facilities that might have foster carers and you roll up with, as of right now, 8 backpacks? I'm guessing that you're going to be well over a couple of dozen when you get to that point. What do you feel like that moment's going to be like for you?
Heartwarming and excited just to know that you can give back to the community.
Very good. And once again, how can people support your efforts?
Just by donating, and like I said, there's drop-off spots earlier,